taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What it do, man? Shuttleworth the guy, aka the GOAT artist, aka LB, Lauderdale boss. You know what it is? Ring Gang, Tunnel Gang in the house. RingGangRadio.com in the building. What it do? Aka keep your hands to your motherfucking self. Oh my God, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Like, please, like, we're gonna start this keep your hands to yourself movement and stop arguing with motherfuckers movement. Please, like, y'all go outside, like, y'all ain't gotta be arguing and so violent, like, y'all niggas chill. So please, so yeah, keep your hands to your fucking self tonight. Like, so yeah, we in this bitch. I can't tell the next nigga who should be in his shop or not, you know what I mean? And who should be allowed in the bodega, but I kind of got a feeling that, you know, we banning niggas who don't keep their hands to themselves at the bodega, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir. You know, definitely doing that, but I'm gonna let, you know, the next man obviously tell us whether or not officially that's true, man. So yeah.
Hey yo, what's good? You already know who this is. Your boy King People. They got people. They can box the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. And as my boy LB definitely said, keep your hands to yourself. You will not be allowed in the bodega if you do not keep your hands to yourself. So you can get these hands, get them out of here. We're not allowing that in the bodega. You know what I'm saying? You want to come in? You want to talk shit? Cool. You want to shoot the shit? Cool. Keep your hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, no, that because that be really pissing me off. Because, like, honestly, like, I'm to the point where, like, if people are like trying to argue with me like that and go back and forth, and I'm sensing it, I'm just be like, you know, you got it. Like, I just don't care. Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, no. If I already see where you're going,
we need more of that. But I also say this too. This is one of those rare occasions where you could say the mom could have de-escalated or chilled or not argued, but that nigga was just so much on demon time. The only way she could have stopped that argument, she would have needed to run out the fucking place.
Listen, that nigga was out of pocket to be talking to anybody like that.
He was, like, honestly, I think he would have chased her outside if she would have just said, fuck it, I don't need this food, I'm not trying to argue with this nigga, I'll leave. The type of energy he was on, he looked like he would have followed her out. So it's just, sometimes you can't de-escalate everything, like,
right. And look, the nigga was the little kid was what, 14. Nigga. He wasn't trying to fight a grown ass man, and both of him and his mama on the floor.
That's another thing. Niggas was legit talking about, yo, why ain't he shoot the fade with the bro?
No, he's a
last time a 14-year-old.
Listen, if I'm 14 and a grown ass man swings on my mama and I'm in a store and everybody's just looking shocked,
and you have a weapon, I'm not gonna put it down.
Like, come on, you gonna be like, oh mama, you good? No, kill this motherfucker right now.
Dude, but my whole thing is, the last 14-year-old or young teenager that fought a grown man, the whole Zimmerman shit, what happened? Mm-hmm. The adult who had the weapon, he couldn't restrain himself. He had to kill the kid. So if the shoe is on the other foot and a teenager has to fight an adult and he has a weapon, then I'm just like, hey,
do what you gotta do, kid.
Do what you gotta do. Like, so yeah, cool. Like, I respect that shit, man.
So that's one thing.
Yeah, because if the mama, listen, if the mama had a gun on her, she would have been justified in blasting the nigga as well. So
yeah,
it don't even matter.
That nigga told him, I'll put it on my grandma. If you say one more word, this nigga didn't even let her get a chance to stop talking. This nigga hit her like, nigga, you out your fucking mind. Like,
yo, he was bugging out.
Yeah,
like somebody should have really G-checked him in that story, yo.
I don't want to talk about that scum no more.
There's a whole bunch of guys around too. Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
And his bitch who was egging it on, fuck her too. Like, yo, his bitch that was, yeah. Throw that whole. Throw all of them away, fam.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
The lesson is just cook at home, nigga. Don't go to a restaurant. Just cook at home.
Yeah, Yo, that's a hidden message right there, man. And then now,
one last thing. Hold on. One last thing before we go forward. What I want to say about part 2 about being banned from the bodega. You idiots and you bitch ass niggas on Twitter that got so intimidated because you see Alicia Baumgartner with her muscles flexing, talking about, oh, that look like a man. Yo, she got too much muscles. Like, why? Like, you sound like a bitch, bro.
Yeah,
like,
thank you for saying that. I'm hating that culture of calling women men whenever they fucking strong or flexing or working out and look healthy. Like, we gotta stop that.
If you intimidated because you see a woman that's fit and she's more fit than you, that's intimidate you, then say that. Don't call her a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's real annoying.
Yeah,
Facts. Thank you.
That's that bullshit. I think I've only called one woman boxer a man, and that's the one that actually beat Cruz Dezern first. But then she found out she was
the one who was a fucking man.
Yeah, because her voice was deep as shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, I was like,
y'all niggas will call a fine ass dime piece bitch a man just because she could flex her pecs or she got a 6-pack. Like, y'all niggas like y'all gotta stop that shit. Like
nothing about Baumgartner screams man. That is a woman. Nah. That is a whole ass woman. Nah. Like,
and most women who box got biceps. Like, what the fuck?
And you know the crazy thing is it's not even like she's like athletic fit, like track star type fit.
Yeah,
she's not like overly bulky, muscular. Like,
niggas acting like that's China from DX.
Yeah,
that's how niggas is acting. Like, and I'm like, no, like, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just that just sounds very hoish that y'all.
Yeah,
like,
you weak niggas don't need to be in the bodega because honestly, like, you ain't gonna defend nobody. You ain't gonna talk to no shorties. You gonna get chased out. Like, nah, nigga. These legit scared.
If that offends you so much, get in the gym and get your weight up.
Yeah. Honestly, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying so.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yep, and and that is a message from King P. So yeah, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's fly? It's your boy Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender preparing for liftoff. Destination Ring Radio. Let's fly. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pilot stays elevated above the clouds and shit. And facts, Android. Yes, let's be real. Alicia is no pullout status. Absolutely. You know, I'd be proud to put a couple in that. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, you already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Rome Top 5. You see, I got the light set up, the ambiance in this bitch. Top 5 lighting, nigga. Coming to a house near you. I'll set the whole crib up.
Nigga looks like the demon from Insidious right now.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie. His background remind me of one of those Fight Night Round 2 stages. I think the Town Hall Center or the State Theater. You got the lights on the curtain, like you supposed to have, like, so some niggas supposed to box now.
But yeah, that's Rome Top 5, aka Chicago win, because he leaves these niggas in the breeze. Can you dig it? So yeah, man, we had a pretty entertaining fucking weekend of boxing, man. Entertaining as hell.
That's the best weekend of boxing you'll have without like a real big name involved. Like, if you think about it,
I just hate when 2 main events are on at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I watch both. You know, I watch put one on a laptop, and I just don't know what audio to put on usually. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially both.
Nigga, just watch the zone card afterwards. Like, at least they keep that bullshit up. Like, that's what I did. That's what I did.
That's true.
Yeah, so obviously the Showtime triple header, was definitely hitting, with J Rock and Carlos Adames in the main event though. But definitely got to mention the 2 undercard fights first. First of all, Pilot, because I know Pilot manned the ring game square while I was predisposed, man. And he mentioned something about Martinez on there. Martinez is a goddamn workhorse on those openers, man. Like, every time that nigga fights, it's violent. It's violent as shit.
Title fights too. These are title fights. These are all title fights. And
him and Borneo was actually a really good tit for tat type of fight until a left hook busted dude's ear open. Like it's like
Yo, that shit was gruesome.
That was nasty.
Yeah, it was. Because it's rare that you see niggas, because before ear injuries, like they're not as frequent as they used to be. Like niggas with their ears getting their ears almost punched off, man. I think
Margarito and what's his name on I think Friday Night Fights.
Yeah, Friday Night Fights. Yeah, and dude had that hair like folded like
his ear was hanging off. Like I was like,
See, I'm not gonna lie. In high school, that was one of the things that turned me off from wrestling. Was because niggas will have ears and they shits would be looking like fucking broccoli clothes on their shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that shit. How the fuck do you hear? Like that shit's nasty. How do you recover from that shit?
Also, didn't that happen to one of the Smith brothers on HBO? Like,
that's right.
Smith's brother.
Steven Smith. If I'm not mistaken, I think I was there for that. For the one Smith brother that got his ear fucked. I think I was actually there for that. Wasn't it on the Gary Russell card? Because I think I was actually there on that one, where I saw his ear get fucked up.
What causes that shit? Is it like a cut that just gets pulled open, or is it just like your ear is nothing? Pretty much.
I mean, it could be maybe a prior ear injury or just a well-placed punch, that does it. Like,
Nigga, well-placed punch take off body parts? Nah, that shit's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, ear is nothing more than cartilage. Like,
you gotta remember, what he said is first of all, it's cartilage. Then you gotta understand, like, it's not so much a well-placed punch. A well-placed punch from a boxer is a well-placed punch that's been practiced millions and thousands of times, nigga. So a well-placed punch from a boxer is on a whole nother level than a random nigga throwing a well-placed punch. So when you have somebody practicing well-placed punches for years, it's possible that random well-placed punch could bust your shit open if it hits a certain angle or whatever. Like, so it's possible.
Yeah, and once he landed that shit, like, I mean, it was like blood over the place, like blood got in the camera and shit. That shit was hard though, because it got in the camera and shit. Like
that shit was raw. It's fuck. That shit was like a Mortal Kombat fatality type shit. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, and then Martinez though, like it seemed like that's just he turned into the fucking demon beast. Like dude was just letting Borneo have it. Like that shit was fucking ridiculous. So,
My Pinoy brothers are kind of like, it's been a better year in 2022, but we're kind of on, took another L. Took another L.
Yeah, but I mean, Martinez did, like, he was just like ready, like it was getting gruesome. Like Borneo was trying to do something, but he was just getting tore up by them hooks. He
was overwhelmed.
He was overwhelmed.
Like Martinez ready for knock Junto or Ioka or even El Galo Estrada or not?
I mean, he's ready for everyone. Like you saw that performance.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, dude. I
he might not be the favorite, but he give everybody a hard fucking fight.
Yeah. Like I was like, God damn, like his fights are never easy. Like like I said, it was tit for tat. Like dude wasn't that far behind on the cards, but you can't be, when your ears about ready to go and you're getting knocked around,
what can you do? You can't do.
Yeah,
salute to the chat. What it do? Android, Henny guy sliding.
Yep.
What it do, Beth? Salute Chris Brand. Yeah, Tanaka was in the crowd. Yeah, he wants next. Yeah, that should be a good fight too.
Yeah, so I mean, for now, keep Martinez on them openers, man. Because like I said, man, I associate dude with violence now. So yeah, I mean, if he's on there, he's lit. And then we got Lubin and Erickson Lubin and Luis Arias, and that salute Dice. Now
that was a beat down.
Yeah, no, Arias's dirty ass was really trying to dirty box this nigga like early.
Yeah, I don't like that fucking dirty goddamn boxing. Like, especially you talking shit. Like, dude, he always talks shit, hypes up his fights. Yeah, but then he puts in these piss poor, dirty performances, like
except against Hurd. Except
against Hurd, yeah. Oh my god, like he gets it right with Hurd, like fuck.
You can fight dirty and make it watchable, but just with Aries, she's just too sloppy with
nah, dirty is dirty. Like rough is rough, dirty is dirty. Like Ricky Hatton rough.
He was dirty. He was straight.
This nigga was just dirty. Yeah, Bika is about
Behind
the
the
roughest,
head,
dirtiest,
grab.
where it's kind of like it's more rough. It just ends up being dirty, but nah, Arius is just straight fucking dirty.
And I consider Bika dirty too. Like,
Yeah, but Bika's dirty.
Dirty to me.
But the thing is, if there's at least like you're right. But Bika, if you could find a level of offense with Bika where you'll get two-way action, and if you just stay rough with him, and you're not gonna get dirty Bika if he knows you'll get rough with him too, and y'all throwing hands. You might not see the dirtiness come out of Bika like that, because Bika's had some great fights that didn't end up being dirty. Whereas Arius, every fucking fight is this motherfucker is just dirty. Like he's dirty. Like when y'all say the shit about eating the French fries with gravy, like I pictured that nigga's hands, like with some fingerless gloves, and someone just dumped a bunch of fries, and someone just did gravy on this nigga's hands and said, "Get the fuck out my face!" Like that's like, oh, it's just nasty motherfucker. So when he got dropped and he tried to con people into saying the ref was slow or whatever the ref counted him. No, fuck you. I don't care if the ref was counting off like he's a goddamn auctioneer. Like you didn't deserve to fucking continue that fight because you fucking was too dirty, goddamn it.
Yeah, and it was perfect too. And first of all, the punch was not. It was legal. It was right on the arrow.
It was a legal fucking punch. If your dumbass wanted to have your fucking head down like that, fighting dirty.
And he got up like a 9.7. He got like a 9.5 count. You know.
Yeah. Ring gang don't do halves.
Yeah,
like nigga, you should have got up at 8, and you know.
Yeah,
he
could have got up at 8.
But that's the thing. Nobody. Yes, maybe the count. Maybe he got up before, but nobody told him to sit there until 9 and say, "Oh, what count?"
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't even hurt. Like, thank you. No one told this dumbass the damn. He shot up at 9.5, 9.7.
Yeah,
like nigga, get the fuck out of here. Niggas is like, oh, it was fast. Ref got tired of that dirty ass fight when he saw dude spring. Ref knew what he was gonna do.
That was a good ref. The ref did a good job that fight.
I thought the ref was cool. Like the fight was dirty, ugly, nasty because this motherfucker dude tries to spring up at the last second to try to be like, nah, nigga, nah, I don't want to see this no more. Give us some main event. You fucked it up.
Yeah, I mean, Lubin.
I have no respect for that shit.
Lubin clearly outclassed him, but let me ask y'all real quick. Do y'all think he should fight like Castano or Mendoza next, or what do you think?
Hell yeah, fuck. But that was a middleweight fight, though. I mean,
it was 157-ish. You know, like the weigh-in was like 156.
It's still a middleweight fight.
I know, but I'm saying like he could go back to. But I'm just wondering what's better.
Nah, I think Lubin should just stay at 160 or middle.
Yeah, honestly, he should just stay at 160.
Yeah, it's pretty shallow, and I mean he's talented. He can hang with the best of them. It's just his chin and IQ is a little suspect sometimes.
I mean, it might be his best shot to actually win a title there. 154. I don't.
Yeah, 160 is shallow, so you might as well get yourself acclimated to 160, and then if you have a position, if you're in a position where Charlo moves up eventually, you're already acclimated to the weight.
You probably end up fighting Adamas. You know, probably end up fighting Adamas. You know what I'm saying? For a vacant, for that kind of shit.
I mean, that'll be a very good fight. So I would welcome.
160 low key is trying to get into its groove.
It's trying.
It's trying. It's just
struggle. It's still struggling, bro.
There's not enough continuity with 160.
We'll get like a good. See, we had 2 good middleweight fights now, but you probably won't get another meaningful middleweight fight until December, if that.
I'm surprised Danny Garcia has even mentioned that he's actually fighting for the middleweight title in a couple of months.
And that's a bit lower, right?
Has that been confirmed?
I mean, middleweight is trying, it's trying. It's look. Hey, we got Danny. Hey, we got Laura here, nigga. Look, J-Rock and Adamus just went at it, dude. Lubin, look, we're trying. God damn, we're trying. Like these niggas low key trying, but
middleweight. Yeah, middleweight is still. I mean, it needs to. I mean, it probably won't.
Middleweight is still middleweight. Hell no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
bars. Like it's a middleweight is still mid. Like that nigga spelled it MID. Underscore. Oh, it'll wait.
Middleweight has some rebuilding to do though, but it was good to at least see Lubin. I mean, he wasn't getting wobbled by Arias, and Lubin pretty much put foot to ass after all that dirty shit. So
he caught a few right hands, like he got, but he nothing to the point where I'm like,
and that's the thing. Like that's the thing sometimes with him. Like he's talented, but obviously with the Charlo knockout and the Lubin, you just don't, you don't fully trust his chin. You don't trust his chin. And
you know what it is? He started fighting better people.
Remember that Rosario fight? The Rosario fight, even though I think he stopped him, he got tagged. Yeah. He got stunned a couple times.
Rosario's a big puncher though. So
but Rosario is a puncher.
Well, everybody 154, 160, everybody's a puncher.
Seems like everybody at 154 be throwing their hands. Got a big puncher. So, but let me ask you this: all right, Lubin, Denzel Bentley, who wins?
That's a really good fight. I would give it to.
I got Lubin.
Denzel's our guy.
Friend of the show.
But saying much respect to Denzel, but I would favor Lubin.
I'd edge Lubin. I would edge Lubin.
He's sharper. I think the power is the only thing because
they're both trending up, so it would be a great fight.
But I mean, Denzel's a natural 160. He's been at 160, so that kind of But
I'm kind of leaning toward Denzel on this one, but it's a good fucking fight.
How about this one? Ammo versus Lubin.
I still need to see more from Ammo. Let's be honest. I need to see more from Ammo.
Yeah, as far as like the quality opponents, like he's kind of still beneath them a little bit, so I can't really. But yeah, hold on, Pat, who did you have? Because the pilot done went to the next question and he didn't even let everybody answer.
I picked Bentley, just because I think Bentley's a little sturdier than Lubin right now, and he does punch as hard as Lubin too. So I probably favor him on some 55-45 shit,
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel about it. But it's a good fucking fight though. Lubin seemed like he got more tools in the toolbox, but Bentley seemed like he uses his tools better.
Yeah, like the only thing with Bentley, obviously it's just the stamina thing, because obviously we saw him, pretty much like gas, whereas Lubin can actually go 12.
Yeah, Lubin's in great conditioning. So
Bentley is still a question mark on the distance. If you go the farther the fights would go.
And that's why I was saying earlier, this earlier on Twitter, if like Lubin and Adames were to fight, if it ends later, the later it goes, the more I'm favoring Lubin in that fight. If it ends early, it's Adames. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion.
Y'all don't know about Adames. Y'all may as well just get into the main event.
Speak yes.
I said that on purpose, so we can transition.
Good segue. Transition. Yeah, I know a couple of you definitely have some choice comments about J-Rock and Carlos Adames, their fight.
Only two of us picked them. I think me and Pilot only niggas picked J-Rock.
It was more out of hope, but it's punch resistance to Amir Khan.
I had Adames in 5.
Yeah, I had Adames in 5.
I had J-Rock. Yeah, I had J-Rock.
Yeah, no.
Look at that. Mm-hmm.
And the fun thing is too is the fight was good. Like, it was damn good. Like it was you pretty much you saw what made J-Rock such a good prospect, and eventually when he became champion is dude has solid boxing skills.
Well-rounded. He's a well-rounded fighter.
Very well-rounded though, but. The one thing that kept on letting fucking Adames in the fight is his punch resistance. It's shaky. He has shaky punch resistance. So
it's Amir Khan level, bro. Almost. It feels like because he don't react.
Amir Khan would have got knocked the fuck out at.
Yeah, he would have got knocked out.
He's not Amir Khan, bro.
I wish in this instance, I wish he really was Amir Khan, because you know what? Because I would have won some money if he was.
Some bread, some real
bread.
I just wish he had a decent fucking ref.
No,
that ref was trash, dude. Like J-Rock got fucked out of, the fans got fucked out of a fight of the year with a real.
I agree. The ref stepped in a bad point, but check this out, nigga.
That was bad.
We gotta stop getting on these refs, because them niggas are the closest niggas to the ring other than the cameras, nigga. So they know.
I'll get on these refs as much as I can.
They know a little bit more about what's going on in that ring than what we know what's going on. Because if you look at the lead up, when he's walking him down to the corner, this nigga's legs is buckling underneath him. I thought he was about to drop right then. But I don't know. The ref was in the way, and it stopped Adames from going crazy on him, and that made J-Rock get a punch off. No, because Adames was finna end it. Adames was about to end it. The ref was getting in the way. The ref was getting in the way because he's like, "Yo, I'm trying to preserve this nigga a little bit. This nigga's going down."
Over anxious.
He seen him going down.
Looked like he was seeing punches that weren't even thrown yet.
Listen,
like
he was seeing him going. He seen him going down, and when he seen him going down, he stepped in. I agree, too early.
It's the A side thing, bro. It's if he
wasn't the whole fight, J-Rock was always being defensively aware. Mm-hmm. J-Rock never really caught 2 punches clean in a row,
except for that last sequence.
But even then, he got 2 in a row. Then he's moving.
Dog, that 4th round, he was out on his feet.
Honestly, that makes Adames look worse because you had somebody dead to rights, and you're the puncher in the matchup, and you couldn't get them out of there.
I don't see the boogeyman shit with Adames.
He ain't no dude. 160 don't have no boogeyman. Adames ain't no boogeyman. Janet Beck ain't no boogeyman. Like
nobody at 160. Nobody at 160 is a boogeyman.
Yeah, no. Adames lost to Teixeira. He ain't definitely no fucking boogeyman.
Yeah, like.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's
the
good,
fuck out of here. It's like
he's beatable. He's beatable. And Jerry, J-Rock could have beat him.
But it's the weirdest thing too, because like Adames, like he gets these weird, but it's like he's not like, because I think he struggled, but it's just like he gets these wins, and it's like how could Derevyanchenko and J-Rock lose to this dude, but fucking Patrick Teixeira can beat his ass and take a decision over him. It's like,
I mean, niggas can improve, but. I can't really call it J-Rock. Like the J-Rock, the ref fucked that up. That needs a rematch. Like that wasn't conclusive enough. Like I'm not gonna be one of these niggas that's gonna say Adames was on his way to win. Nope. Because
if it went to the cards, one judge actually gave this nigga like all the rounds, nigga. Like
of course. Besides fuckery, because honestly, it looked like that fight somebody would have been stopped because Adames was being hurt multiple times as well.
He was
especially with the right hand.
Yeah, the right hands were shivering him. Yeah, it's like
this nigga was literally freezing after getting hit with a 1-2. He'll stand right because I heard Breadman just screaming and he was like, "Yo, the right hand is right there." Yeah, the left hook was there all night too. But
plus, there were times where like J-Rock was like turning Adames, and Adames like didn't have an answer because he was turning and he would be just frozen right there.
Yes. That's what I'm like, God, if J-Rock had a great left hook, you turn a nigga that many times, throw that fucking left hook. Like, geez.
Yeah, when J-Rock was controlling the pace of the fight, you could tell. You could tell who's the better boxer because he
always looked like the better boxer when he was control. When he was in control.
When he was controlling the fight,
yeah, like, and there's times when I would J-Rock kind of took the lead a little more because he would really like put punches together and be beating Adames' ass. But
the thing is, though, even with J-Rock, J-Rock is not the most offensive person. Like he can box beautifully, he can put together. But
his offense was looking great that night. What the fuck? Like he was landing everything.
Hurd was one of the cases where I was like, dude was like he put his foot on the gas pedal, didn't really let up like that, like on his offense. With Adames, but the reason why he picked is Adames was hurting him. Like Adames's adjustment was to punch him more and harder and like really throw his body into
it's simple. Like if you're the more explosive guy who hit harder and the naturally bigger or whatever, like throw more fucking punches. Like that's why I'm just saying, like, I don't think he really did it like that. Like even in the lead up, the style matchup favors J-Rock. Like J-Rock has the style to walk Adames down, push him back, and beat him up on the inside and mid-range. But the thing is, J-Rock looked more successful on the outside than he needed to be because Adames would not do shit sometimes.
Right, but like I said, but the one thing about J-Rock, like I said, because I'm seeing now his punch resistance is not where it used to be. Like, dude has Josecito Lopez punch resistance now. Like that's for damn sure. Like, dude doesn't start.
I think he just fought a guy who could punch. Like,
that's what Hernandez aside, like, all the fights where he's getting rocked up. Hurd didn't rock him like that, which is weird. Like, I don't understand why Hurd can't rock area.
I don't think Hurd's the puncher. Like, Hurd is like the thing is with those other, like, sometimes it's the type of punch that gets you. Like Hurd throws clubbing shots that you could kind of see and prepare for, and J-Rock keeps his gloves up, hands up. He didn't really get hit with shit that he didn't expect with Hurd. Whereas Adamek, he's throwing shots at different angles. He comes around under. Hernandez was stepping to him, winging shots, angles. So I think that has something to do with it as well. Just like with what's his name, with Maul coming from under with the uppercut. Like, right. We've seen, you know, J-Rock get hit before. Like, he just, like, these niggas can throw hands. They heavy, but like J-Rock chin, I wouldn't call him chinny. Oh, he's. But I think his chin is average. Because if he was chinny, random no name niggas would be stumbling him, and I don't think J-Rock's chinny. I think his chin is just down the line average. Yeah, meaning like you gotta hurt him a bit.
Yeah, it just seems like after the Hurd fight, like everything like these punches he'd be really shaking this dude up. Like, but
he's like, fought punchers after the Hurd fight. He's not like Chinny is a nigga who, if you just breathe on him, you could drop him, or he gets hurt every fight. Like Amir Khan, how many times, dude? Fucking Chris Algieri was hurting Amir Khan.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
Making him stumbling around the ring. Peterson, fucking who else? Joel Diaz. Samuel fucking Vargas, dude. Amir Khan's the definition of chinny. Like J-Rock is not getting beat up around the ring by everybody like Amir Khan does.
I'm over exaggerating with Amir Khan, but the way he was reacting to punches was like similar to how Khan was in the Brook fight. I felt like he didn't react well at all whenever a clean shot came in. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. Cause I was just like, God damn it! Like, you know, it's just like, you know, I mean, I wanted to see at least J-Rock. I mean, yes, Adam.
J-Rock would have got dropped if his chin was trash, or like how y'all saying. But and this kind of honestly proves my point.
No, he had. Listen, you right, because he had one of them Rocky chins, because he was getting rocked, but he was just standing up the whole time. But he was getting Jay was getting rocked.
See, that's the point I'm about to make. Like, what helps J-Rock and why I always say, look, defense. J-Rock has great defensive awareness and recovery and recuperating abilities. Like, he knows how to bob and weave and not let you get off too many consecutive shots. He knows how to keep it. It just, if you're a great finisher, which Charlo and Rosario are, they hurt J-Rock enough where it is like, all right, we get him out of here.
I mean, you say he has great defensive awareness, but yet in every fight he manages to run himself into some silly winging shots. Like, I don't know about great defensive awareness.
Well, you saw great defensive awareness against Adamus. Like, remember, y'all niggas picked Adamus to beat the shit out of dude, and we didn't see that. We saw a fucking back and forth fight of the year where the ref had to step in and do some A-side shit.
He should have been gone. He should have been gone at 5. He should have been gone at 5.
If Adamus was this boogeyman or this puncher, and if J-Rock was that trash or his chin was that garbage, he wouldn't have seen 5 rounds.
No, I'm not saying he's trash or garbage. I'm saying that you say he has great defensive awareness, but there were times where he was still walking into an uppercut, like walking right.
Because but I'm saying, but look how many uppercuts he avoided. Like, look how many shots he avoided. There was so many times he's bobbing, weaving on the boat, on the ropes. Adamus was getting hit more.
Let me ask you this real quick, because I know we didn't get it. I wanted this fight really bad. Tony Harrison versus J-Rock at 154 3 years ago. Who would have won that?
Oh wow, they're not the same guy.
Yeah, they're the same.
They're the same.
It's a shame we never got that, but it's like
I would have took Harrison.
Yeah, J-Rock would probably win because Tony's a.
I think I would favor J-Rock only because like. Yeah, Tony's gas would have kind of failed.
Y'all niggas from Tony.
Y'all talk about look at J-Rock. Look at Tony's chin. Y'all keep talking about Harrison. I mean, J-Rock chin, but look at Tony Harrison chin.
Right, yeah. No one says anything. I mean, no one says Tony's a.
That nigga's chinny. Like, yeah. I think J-Rock's defense and defensive awareness helps him because he has an average chin. If Amir Khan had J-Rock's defense, he has like 3 less stoppages or a couple less knockdowns in his career.
Well, I mean, the only time he really had that moment was against Maidana. Maidana's probably the only fight where I said, okay, you know, he survived it, even a big shot, shit like that, you know.
I think Amir Khan was trained to perfection.
He spent the whole second half of the fight like hanging on for dear life.
Amir Khan was in such the Maidana fight. Amir Khan was in pinnacle peak Avenger shape, and that's the only reason he was able to get past Maidana, like,
and win a fucking war against that guy.
Win a fucking war, dude. Freddie Roach. I keep telling niggas, Freddie Roach was the best trainer for Amir Khan. He got the most out of Amir Khan. No other trainer in Amir Khan would have helped him get through that Maidana fight.
Yeah.
Virgil Hunter with the slow talking, thinking shit he be doing, motherfucker would have got knocked out.
Yeah.
All that shit. So nah. Like Amir Khan, a nigga who can't have his feet synchronized with his fists, he just need to be throwing punches and moving.
Virgil Hunter be sounding like a Boondocks character, a smart Boondocks character sometimes when he be talking.
Yeah, like you just.
I mean, and truthfully, maybe J-Rock, because I mean, I understand. I mean, Brad got him to the point, and I know they had that little minor falling out. J-Rock may need a shake up in his camp like that, because I mean, I do agree a rematch is probably needed.
Nah, we need a rematch more than that.
Nah, I pick Adamas to KO. I pick Adamas to get a KO on that one, probably.
Brad not the problem. The ref was a problem on this one. Every time he listened to Brad Man and like the instructions, he would turn it around. Like it just honestly like.
Redman was pissed, bro. At the end of the fight,
I would be too, dude. It was one of the worst, dude. We just had a Rolly stoppage. This stoppage is just as bad as a Rolly stoppage. They're like
PBC's becoming natural. I'm worried about Spence Bud. I hope like what I mean.
Yeah, like this ain't the right energy leading up to Spence Bud.
I don't want Spence Bud to end in some kind of fuckery ending. That would ruin all the momentum. You know what I mean? Like,
people niggas would be pissed if
that would.
And if y'all doing it with these fights already, it's a bad look. Because we had a good fucking fight. Like, we was getting uppercuts, hooks, just back and forth, ebb and flow. Great fucking fight.
It was another, like, top 10 fight of the year entrant. I mean, there's so many of these this year. It's like another top you could put in the top.
We were supposed to get a climax to that fight. Like, somebody was going to get stopped. It was either going to be Adamus would have finally got tired and J-Rock would have put a combination together, or Adamus would have got J-Rock so hurt where he could finally just drop him and finish him officially.
Listen, he got stopped anyway.
On some bullshit, dude. He didn't get stopped. The ref stopped that. Like you may as well could have had the ref could have been wearing a Kenny Porter t-shirt. Like it was just horrible. Like it was bad. Like and honestly, and yo, fuck Adamus trainer too, son.
Yeah, because that dude was talking mad shit. Yo.
Dude, he was talking mad shit, and you just got your fucking fighter got saved off the hook. You can't talk shit like that when a ref just did some shit like that, and you up here like, yeah, stop. He was talking all that motherfucking shit on Instagram. Yeah, beat it, nigga. Like your guy was getting punched in the face, and he stopped it.
Yeah, I mean that shit was uncalled. Yeah, Adonis.
Whoever was the fuck nigga who jumped up and whoever was, I don't know this motherfucker name. I don't care if I'm sounding disrespectful, but he was being disrespectful. Like there's no class. You don't jump up.
Bob Santos.
Oh, Bob
fuck him, dude. You don't fucking jump up and act like you defeated goddamn Thanos in Apocalypse when you get a stoppage like that. He's just as bad as that motherfucker who was celebrating the goddamn when Rolly got dropped in sparring.
Look,
he's just as bad as that nigga.
You think they getting a rematch?
I mean, apparently part of that is Bob Santos and Breadman have had back and forths in the past, so he was.
No, dude, that ain't. No, I don't care, dude. Like, you know how low the bar got to be set for you to get happy at a stoppage like that.
No. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. like I'm not getting at you. I'm just saying like he's fucked up for even.
No, even if you win a fight like that, you be like,
thank you. Like you ain't supposed to be talking those shit.
It's like yeah, I won, but they
he even shouted at because Bob even shouted at Breadman, I'm 2-0 against your fight.
Yeah, he said it's like God, like dude, like it's like we know sore losers, but
it's true.
Nigga, he was a sore fucking winner. Like that was no type of moment to be fucking.
No such thing as a sore winner. A winner can do whatever the fuck they want.
If you win like that, yes, nigga, I'm gonna be right there and be like, yeah, you an asshole. So because it's the thing, that type of energy you put out like that. All right, let's see what happened with another one of Bob Santos' fighters or Adamus in his next fight. Like you put out that type of energy.
The boxing gods always come to collect, and Bob Santos.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. The boxing gods always come to collect, and you put that type of energy out. Look, I know y'all was beefing and all of that shit, but like Rome said, the way that ended, you're not supposed to be proud of that ending. Like the only time niggas is proud of that ending when they know they was losing or it's on the skin of their teeth type of like shit. I'm so relieved that's over.
Yeah, like Rolly Barroso, pretty much. You know.
Yeah, like dude. There's no way, like, bro. I don't care who I'm training. I don't want them to win a fight like that. I'm gonna be pissed at like, goddamn, nigga, you was looking that bad. The ref had to do this stupid shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Like, no, I can't accept that. Nah. So yeah, donkey of the day for that motherfucker.
You know, Chris Brown.
Boxing guys are watching you, nigga.
They sure are. And Chris Brown's like, I'm taking Janet back over Damas.
I probably would.
I would too.
Yeah, you know, like I said,
because I feel like Janet Beck would have stopped J-Rock if he had J-Rock hurt that many fucking times.
Yeah. He would have got it.
Ain't no fucking way.
For the record, Bob Santos trains all the Dominicans. Hector Luis Garcia, he trains.
Yeah.
What was the other fight? What was the other fight that he beat Breadman with?
He trains Puello. He trains all the Dominicans.
And all these niggas low key fight the same. Like that's a crazy part. It's just like with the Cubans down here. Like back in the day they trained the hands down style. Like if you was a boxing nigga that trained in the 2000s, late 90s, whatever, 2000s, and down here in South Florida, that's a lot of shit you would run into. The whole hands down style with the Cubans and shit, and a lot of them niggas will fight the same. And
hell yeah.
And I'm seeing it now. Like Puello fight the same as Adamus, just Adamus hit harder. Like
right.
Like it's like if you figure out how to beat one of them niggas, you'll beat all of them. Like, and I don't never want to be a type of coach like that. I don't want to. If you beat PJ, nigga, just because you beat PJ, you ain't gonna beat Rome, nigga. If you beat vice versa, if you beat this nigga, you ain't gonna just because you nah, nigga. Everybody different. I ain't gonna. What the fuck is this a goddamn clone
right.
factory?
How do you train 4 different niggas and they all got the same strengths and weaknesses? That don't even make sense.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
This
like
shit
damn, like you supposed to study whoever you're training and be like, okay, I know this. You do this well, so let's try to make this your attack mode or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit, like, dude, like niggas was hyping up Adamus and I'm expecting like, yo, dude, like, but I told niggas J-Rock was overdue for a good performance, and he provided us one. It's just he was in there with a good fighter and an even better ref.
He was the B-side. he was the B-side. Like y'all remember real quick when Brandon Lee got dropped on that spin. You know, Brandon Lee got dropped that bad. If he was the B-side, they would have called that shit easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's getting flagrant. Like it's flagrant. I was putting blatant and flagrant into one word.
I thought you was on your West Coast shit right now.
Oh. I mean, I got red shorts, so I got like a little red in the shirt. But yeah, I'm like that nigga on the couch on the Issa Rae show. Like,
yeah.
no, the nigga on the bouch.
Yes.
Like, man, that shit was flagrant as fuck. Like, yo, how the fuck you stopped the fucking fight, bro? Like,
yeah,
damn.
But yeah, I mean, and truthfully though, if they did rematch, I probably would. I think Adamus would get him this time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because J-Rock had to fight over his head. And that's the worst thing about boxing. It's a goddamn. It'll be a fucking Sam Peter, James Toney thing all over again.
Yep.
Motherfucker, you give him the fight when he lost 8 rounds to 4, and then he says, "You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna study this shit."
Wait, what, didn't that fight get tossed out for the weed or hit the Holyfield? I forgot.
That's Holyfield. No, that was James Toney Ruiz.
Oh, Ruiz, I got you.
Yeah, and that locate was the beginning of the end for Americans in the heavyweight division because they gave that belt back to fucking Ruiz, and Ruiz lost the value of.
Fire segue, I think.
Yeah. And then David Haye cleaned up the rest of John Ruiz for us.
Yeah, but he wasn't American, so that's the problem.
Nah, it wasn't, but them hands were American-esque. Them 1-2s, nigga, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, right.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's one. You can have a situation where Tony, loses the first fight with Sam Peter, and then gets the rematch, and then Tony pretty much gets his ass.
You let the nigga who's not good at boxing level up and get better and improve, and now win, and now it's like,
yeah,
people just remember the last fight, the official, the one that the rematch, I just hate that shit. Like, god damn, you motherfuckers make me hate boxing sometimes.
And truthfully, that's what could possibly happen with J-Rock and Adamas, because like I said, because Adamas now knows he can really hurt J-Rock at will. So Adamas could probably just tweak a little something and bam, out of.
You don't have to tweak, dude. Look, Adamas, all he has to do is get in better shape. If Adamas could damn throw 70 punches around, he beats J-Rock. The J-Rock fight came down to offense for him.
Yeah, of course.
And picking out punches, because he would headhunt a lot on.
All the time he was headhunter. Yeah, Adamas can't make no type of adjustments in the fight. He'll fight hard, but
J-Rock was able to outmaneuver all of that shit.
But another thing too, J-Rock was doing. J-Rock was not staying off the ropes because he was on those ropes a little bit too goddamn much. That was the problem. That's where
he was, but then he would have Adamas on the ropes too. But the thing is, at least J-Rock was moving and defending off the ropes, like.
But J-Rock was, I felt like he was up like 3-2, 4-2 type of thing. But then, as the fight went on, Adamas was kind of winning those rounds late. It was a matter of time.
It was close. Like at one point, it seemed like the fight was split. Like it was split, 3 rounds.
What round did it end? Was it 9 or 10? What round did it end? Was it?
I think it ended in 8. I think.
In 8? Oh, 8. Okay.
Let me just double check. I think it
ended in the 9th round. At the time, I think I had Adamas 5-3. I think I had him up 5-3. So like barely.
I think I had it 4-4, but give it to the A side. Probably.
I could see 5-3. I could see 4-4.
5-3 either way or 4-4 is good to me.
But yeah, the fucking judge that said like, nah, Adamas won all the rounds. Like, get the fuck out of here.
BBC be having these suspect. I love people. BBC put it on, but they be having these suspect scorecards, especially when it comes to like there's a stoppage. You know what I'm saying? Then you see these terrible wide cards that shouldn't be.
It's been everybody. Look at the T.O. Taylor fight.
Oh yeah,
look at Taylor. Ramirez.
Judging. One judging been good though. You know what I'm saying? Judging's always been trash.
Dude, we got 3 judges. It's not enough for one judge to be good. Like if we're paying for 3 judges, all those motherfuckers got to be good. I'm tired of these niggas. Like, dude, we got a podcast. It's 5 niggas, but only 3 of us be spitting. The fuck out of here. Nah, nigga, everybody gotta be spitting. Everybody gotta be on point. Just like this if all of us could be on point, why the fuck we can't watch fights where all the goddamn judges, the refs, everybody's on point?
Right.
Oh, do we take the podcast more serious than the sport that we're commenting on? like come on, you shouldn't get to that point. Like,
yeah,
keep your hands to yourself. Keep your fucking refs to yourself. Like the refs need to keep their hands to yourself. Stop jumping in fights where you know they ain't finished yet. God damn. Like,
and then Hennigan said some of these refs do need to retire. Like truthfully, some of these refs just need a little review. Like I mean,
and that ref, Jake Donovan, he mentioned that ref's pretty good. That ref's pretty good. And Terry,
you're only pretty good until you're not, and he wasn't that night. Like, he was over anxious.
Actually, that's not true, Pilot. Jake said that he has that because that ref has been considered bad for a while, and Jake was saying he's improved over the years, but that's not an indicament of his improvement.
How does a nigga that's 55 improve over the years?
That's what I'm saying. Like niggas is average, and they like, dude, you're improving at the level and speed of fucking Jim Jones rapping.
You know, who's a good ref? I hope this ref. I want to see Wilson be the Spence Bud ref, but the ref Terry Taylor, the white ref who refed Derevchenko Munguia. That guy's a good ref. I don't know if y'all can notice the refs, but this white ref.
Yeah, he let them niggas fight, and we had a good fight without the extras in it. Like, god damn, like, like. So, well, I don't know. I'm sorry. That should just piss me off. Like, Jesus, fuck.
And especially,
sorry, Lord.
Especially since it wasn't actually. It was a really good card from Showtime. Like PBC.
Yeah, y'all niggas never ruined horrible fights. Y'all niggas ruined great fights. Y'all niggas. Why y'all couldn't make up something like?
Because nobody cares if it ruins a horrible fight because it's a horrible fight to begin with. It's all
no, we care. We care that it ruins a horrible fight because we want the horrible fight over. That's why we care.
People cared about Rolly Barroso, and that was not a good fight. That was a pretty shitty fight.
Yeah, because the thing is, with Rolly Barroso, he stopped it when it finally heated up, which was worse.
You're right, facts. Dude,
that's literally like, okay.
It was getting good. It was getting good.
That's what I'm saying. That's even worse than stopping a great fight because that's like, okay, you got a chick at the house. And like, you gaming her up, spitting game, whatever. And it's like, you about the part where you about to smash, and then your parents come home. That's worse because it's like, god damn it, I finally got it to this level where I'm about to smash, and then now you want to show up and give me chores to do. Whereas, at least if they come home and you in the middle of fucking or whatever, you're like,
let me get this off real quick.
Yeah, at least I got it up in there. I mean, at least I enjoyed half of it. I mean, then you hear the knock on the door. All right, fuck it, shit. Yeah, you pissed, but at least you got. See, I'm pissed with J-Rock and Adam is that ref. Yeah, because at least we got some goodness out of the fight. We got we got to see J-Rock look good. Adam is throw some bombs, this, that. Okay, we have something. But Barroso, Rolly, now you literally ran into the room when I'm about to I got her legs open. Like you literally a nigga got the tip in and you just broke up you ran into the room or something. Like nah.
Her mom called saying you gotta go. You gotta get some emergency or some shit like that.
Dude, I didn't look. Real talk. I rewatched Boys in the Hood like a couple nights ago for the first time in some years. Classic movie. Thank you, classic. And that's why the whole analogy with the
Yep.
you know, like that's why it just came to my head like pause so fast because I'm already looking at it like god damn, like don't ruin it. Like yo, these niggas finally Rolly start throwing, old man start throwing, then you Thanos snap the fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's but yeah, the two worst stoppages can't come on a PBC card.
Yeah, especially
less than a month apart.
Especially with Bud Spence coming up, it's going to be a vicious fight. You know that,
dude. Especially with every great fight coming up, like yo, get that shit together, nigga.
Yeah, and especially because they're trying to mix the Spence in with the Canelo bullshit. You never know. Man.
Yeah, get these shits right, nigga. Like we shouldn't
y'all holding it down. Y'all holding it down, but we gotta call a spade a spade. Come on.
Yeah, y'all holding it down, but hold it down with righteousness too, like.
Salute. Adjusting the
salute.
Nothing and everything pod. Salute.
Adjusting the algorithm. Richard Hutchinson.
What up?
Damn,
y'all fucking. That's all y'all care about. Like
that's what I wanted to make sure. I wanted to just address that comment before we actually go into the Berlinga card. Yeah, no, Richard. Because we did we're not gonna go into detail with that fight for maybe another probably 3 weeks or so, give or take. But we did drop some premature thoughts. If you go on our videos, you might hear some of our thoughts. Some people didn't give their anything prediction yet.
Yeah, I gave mine.
King Pete.
But we spoke on it like at least 2 or 3 times in the last month.
I mean, over the course of this history of this podcast, we've mentioned who we like, but it's such a close fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly, I go back and forth like who would win. Like every day, I'm like, damn. Spence.
Yeah, no, but Richard, no, like I said, probably
that's also the other reason why I haven't given my predictions, because I can't guarantee that my prediction now is the same as my prediction 3 weeks later.
Yeah,
I told my sister, like, look, I don't think I'm gonna have a real prediction for Crawford Spence.
Me neither. I mean, even
once the weigh-in, I get to see niggas up front live and direct. That's when I think I'll have my real.
I think for me, it might be like when they're in the ring, and Jimmy Lynn Jr. is calling the names. I'm like, okay, okay.
Yeah, this is sometimes it's like that. Like,
that Monday before, whoever I give a prediction to, I'm not confident in that pick. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really.
I feel you. Like, I almost feel like niggas need to do a live the night before for Crawford Spence, because a week before ain't good. I don't think that's gonna do it justice. Like niggas are gonna be all over the place. I might just go live by myself. On some after the weigh-in,
I'm steadfast in my pick, so it's not going to change. But yeah, just go through our videos.
I was the same wave as Pat, but I just waver back and forth now.
Gusto,